greatest people on the planet have suffered the most. Suffering is not bad. I'm suggesting suffering is awesome. The ego runs from suffering because it's the death of the ego. But I believe pain, difficult times, failure, loss is purification and preparation for personal heroism.
Don't be afraid to cut people off that don't mean you no good. I don't care who they are, family members, friends. Most people want you to be successful until you're successful. That's when they hate you. Like, that's when the jealousy kick in, the self-hate kick in, because nobody wants you to get there before them. I didn't want what everybody else wanted. Even though I know this is my environment, I was always thinking, I live in a mansion, because I know that's where I was going there. Because I already seen it, that I'm supposed to be living in a mansion. So I'm already dreaming big, thinking outside the box, looking at something else. I'm not looking at these bad conditions and thinking, oh, this is for me. I'm like, no, this ain't for me. I wasn't supposed to be here.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy.
Either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then if I die in the process, I was doing what I wanted to do.
Fucking bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
What's going on, Power Squad? Will Power here, and I'm with Ethan Bro. On this cloudy Friday morning, we're heading over to Project Checkered Flag to meet up with the tree guy to see what's up, how much it's gonna be to get rid of the tree in the back.
Oh, we can't just cut it ourselves?
Well, I'm gonna check it out and Sid set up the appointment, so let's see how much the guy's gonna charge. Take a look at it and see what can be done and take some better pictures when we get into Zach's backyard.
You got a saw?
I believe I do in the store. And I'll see if
get you a contractor that works.
Yeah, and then see if we can do it or one of my guys can do it for less than the tree guy's quote.
Well, shit, if we do it, it's fucking.
Well, yeah, if we can do it, it's less. I'm gonna talk. Zach's wife's supposed to be there, so I'm gonna feel her out, talk to her, and see, if we can just leave it there. If she wants the whole thing removed, if she's being a pain, if she's chill. Because it's over the creek into their yard. It didn't affect their fence or anything. It's just on their side of the creek.
He's gonna feel her out.
Javier supposedly finished yesterday at Payne's. He wanted money. He sent me more pictures. I was like, all right, send me more pictures. He's gonna send me more pictures. So after here, we're going by Payne's to see what's going on. So then I can send the email for the draw for Javier to Andrew. Let me see if I call it. If I call it,
he didn't finish.
He just finished what I needed him, so he can get the check. He's not there working on the sighting. Watch. I'll be surprised if he is. I don't know what's going on with Javier. He's going through some personal shit. And then
get a Modelo on us if he is there.
Yeah. Then after that, we're going all the way to Covington out east to check out some lots that we might get under contract, or we don't have them under contract yet, right?
Nah, the dude's got to cancel out his contract.
Oh, okay.
We're ethical people.
That's right. So 2 contracts we came across from the tycoon list, and he still has them under contract, so we're waiting for that, and then we're coming in. So we're gonna go check out those lots. Then after that, heading back to the crib. Fucking awesome, killing it with the YouTube, with the vlog. I got vlogs set up all the way till not this Monday, but the following Monday. So I have 5. 6,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got like 6 vlogs set up. So I'm straight on the vlogs now. So we're gonna be getting a vlog daily every morning. So hopefully I can keep that momentum, because man, I see now why a lot of people don't stay consistent with the vlogs. It's a lot of work. Everything happens for a reason. Blessing. Got the MenteE here, so he's working on that while I'm working on the sales and marketing. So fucking dream team here, killing it, killing it, killing it. On the way here, we got a great conversation, because I got a post from GarYv this morning on Instagram that I sent over to him. Thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Basically, it was a post about the 1%.
Shit, the 1% only make like $400 grand.
Yeah, the 1% that make million. This, you know, everybody talks about million being this number where you start creating some kind of wealth, being rich. And in that 1%, the bottom, the last one is $440,000.
Do you know the top 1% earners in America? Like top 1%. The last person on that list makes $440,000 a year. Yet, everyone has got a complete misnomer of how this is. People don't even talk about anything less than making $1 million a year. That's the entry to kind of something. I'm like, motherfucker, do you know how few fucking people do that in their life?
Especially the first half of it too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
When you look at like all of them dating offer, they was old when they started getting hella bread.
Because the internet didn't exist and it used to take more time. I wish you kids fucking knew. Bro, if I had the internet, I'd own the Jets and the Knicks by now. The speed in which you guys can do shit. Prince fucking swept the fucking studio's floor in exchange for studio time. This shit fucking...
I was telling Ethan, because he wants to make $1 million. He's like, oh, we're gonna do it in 3 years. I tell him it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. And I'm like, bro, you don't know what it takes to be a millionaire. To make $1 million is not easy. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. They know what it takes. And that post hit it right on the nail. The power that these kids have on the internet, the phone, before. You have to go to the library, look shit up, read books, look for magazines. Information wasn't as accessible as it is now. There's money in the palm of your hands. You know how to use it correctly. So anyhow, he's a great employee. I'm gonna make a great entrepreneur out of him. I need 2 of me if we're gonna go get these fucking millions. Because it's a dog-eat-dog world. That's why I tell him, pay attention, bro. It's all psychological. Pay attention to people, what they say, what they do, how they move. You can see those patterns, like what I'm telling him about pattern. The proof is in the pudding. I'm telling him all these stories of my life, everything's going on, so you can see how the patterns. A post from Tony Robbins, again, hitting it on the name.
And you want these 3 skills if you want to succeed for the rest of your life. First is you have to be able to recognize patterns. It won't matter what the jobs are, won't matter what the business is. If you can recognize patterns, you have an edge. Things look like chaos until you recognize there's a pattern to things. If you can recognize patterns, you can change your life. Because once you recognize patterns, you get the second skill. You learn to use patterns. Getting yourself to do the things you don't want to do. It's called discipline, but discipline's a heavy word. What it really is just creating a new pattern. Once it's a habit, it doesn't take discipline, it's easy. If you understand the patterns and recognize them and you can use them, you have real power. The third skill is to be able to create patterns. You want to recognize them, use them, and create them. The most successful entertainers, the most successful business people, the most successful musicians, they create new patterns. They build on what they learn from others. That's what you're doing in this business.
Once you see patterns, read patterns, and then create patterns, bro, you're on top of it. That's why I tell you, manifestation, and clairvoyance, all that. I see the patterns, boom, and I put it together, make the magic happen. It's not fucking bullshit. And I can see I'm not the only one thinking that. Or I'm not the only one that knows this. I'm just starting to realize all this with awakening. It's gonna be a year now and it's fucking crazy. It's only getting better and better every fucking day, discovering more about myself, about life, business. Perfect example. He got a fish tank and a desk to sell. When he got the desk first. I was like, don't just take a picture and send it. I was like, set it up in the living room really nice and take a picture. Bro, he sold it like this. He's gonna put it for 50 bucks. I told him put it for 100 OBO or best offer. Sold it for 75 like this. He got a fish tank. I was like, bro, don't just take a picture and post it there. He's like, oh, I don't care, I'm not gonna clean it. I was like, bro, you're gonna sell something like that and get top dollars? You're wasting your time. I was like, if I would have gotten, I would have set the shit in the island. I would have gotten these plants that I have there around the apartment. I would have put it up there, taken a picture with the nice apartment in the background, boom, and then put it up. You're gonna get more money, like what I tell them. When I had the race shop in Nicaragua, I used to sell high performance parts, expensive, third world country. My first store, the displays were shitty. It looked like a shitty store. when I was remodeling, the guy that was doing my displays and renovation of the inside of the store, he was telling me, you know, you have this product that's worth money, but you have it in the display, it doesn't add value. People see, oh, why am I gonna pay this much money in this shitty? He says if you have it in a nice display, in a casing with glass, with the light, this and that, rotating, it gives it value. So when people see it, they're like, oh wow, he's them in awe, and they're more easy to ditch out the cash and pay for your product. So that, I'm trying to teach this kid. As an entrepreneur, you got to be on top of everything. You got to think, and the buck stops here. Sales, marketing, everything. That he's doing right now is a practice in developing his sales technique, marketing technique. When I told him, oh, do this, set it up like this, you know what his reply is? Like always, I'm getting hits. Fuck that shit, dog. It's not about getting the hits. You're not paying attention to the big picture. It's sales, marketing, taking the initiative. So you're telling me you got an employee who does a shitty job? Oh, I'm getting hits, boss. It doesn't work that way. That's how your businesses fail, with that fucking kind of attitude. I'm getting hits. That's employee mindset. Entrepreneurs like, whoa, how can I better? How can I do this different? That's what makes an entrepreneur. How can I do different? Take risk, not afraid of failure. This guy, I don't want to do it. This has already been proven. Everybody does this. I don't give a shit what everybody does. I'm here to fucking change the game. I'm here to be different. The only way we're gonna get rich to that million is by finding a problem and solving the solution. And by being like everybody else, we ain't gonna make those millions, because everybody else ain't making those millions. That's what I need him to wake up and start seeing the big picture here. So anyhow, he's very quiet. Not much to say for a business partner. That's another shit that gets from me. He never gives us feedback. He does, but it's arguing. It's never like positive. Like, hey, I like this idea, but what if we do it like this? No, his idea, I don't like that. Everybody does it. That's a failure. That negative attitudes. You ain't gonna get nowhere with a business like that. You're never gonna be willing to take risks and try new things. Only you.
I mean, I didn't say I don't
back.
like it. I said it's a good idea. I just said I'm not putting my money towards it. That's all I said. I mean, you're just twisting my words. But like yesterday, you told Mr. Tycoon, I said it was a horrible idea. I never said that. I told you that personally I wouldn't do it, but you know what? Test it out. You're free to test it out, but I'm not putting my money towards it. I never said, well, that's a horrible idea.
See, there you go, the attitude. Oh, I don't want to invest. That's right. I don't want to invest. That's right.
I don't want to put my money towards
Exactly.
that.
I didn't want to put my money on $110 on all those networking events that are wasting my time. Have you done anything with that shit? No. All you come up with is excuses. I want to do this.
The networking events that we go to, what do you mean you didn't want to put your money towards?
Bro,
you're the one always pushing the
no shit.
Let's go networking. Let's go to the events.
The one.
Not once have I said,
yeah,
let's go and go to these events.
See, that's the attitude, dog. You need to go. You need to network. You need to meet people. You need to ask questions. I already go there. I just sit there and I let people see me, whatever, talk to whoever approaches me. Listen, learn what I can, whatever. But the main shit is for you to be there. I don't need to waste my fucking time doing that shit. The flipology, now that we're going, the Mr. Tycoon thing right now.
Yeah, exactly. This is all for me. I understand.
Exactly. So if we're investing in something, you're gonna invest in it. I don't want to deal with issues then after. First of all, let's say we do it, whatever, and it fails. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna learn something from it, and like I said, we're gonna try a million things. A million more will fail. All we need is one to stick. So that's one, because that's what you're saying about failure. Fuck failure. There's no such thing as failure. The only time you fail is when you quit, and we're not quitting here. So take that shit out.
What have I said about failure?
That's their whole thing with I don't see this working, whatever.
Well, I don't see at this point in my financial status, I'm not putting in my money towards that because I can't afford to lose. Whether it loses or not, it's a learning, it's a lesson. So, okay, yeah, we tried this, it's all good, it didn't work. But I don't have the money to put towards it.
No shit, you don't have it right now. When we get the money,
When we get the money, then I'll throw money into it. Sure. If I have money to lose, it's like lending money.
That's not money to lose, dog. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your business.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in this investment. So it's, to me, it's
Exactly.
money.
Why didn't you not believe in it? You already said because of money. Get the money out of the way.
It just sounds great. Okay, we're gonna pick a zip code, any zip code, and just send flyers to the people and say, hey, let's say we pick this neighborhood. There's no distressed property. Distressed property. That makes no sense, and I just don't see it. Like,
exactly, you don't see it because you're an employee. You don't see outside the box. The reason why I say that is everybody targets the distressed house. I was like, let's try to be different. This is my mentality. This is how I want this fucker to start thinking. My mentality. What does everybody do? They send out flyers to the distressed property. They leave notes, bandit signs, flyers, whatever the fuck on the distressed property. Those are usually properties that on PropStream, they don't. When you skip trace, you can't get in contact. So I was like, okay, let's just fucking throw out fucking flyers out into the ocean fishing and see what bites. And like Mr. Tycoon said, it was a great idea. He said at one point bandit signs were not a thing, the flyers were not a thing, da 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 da. That's what I want him. Think outside the box. Don't be afraid to take fucking risks. Now look at the nigga, oh, I don't get pocket. Oh no, I'm getting hits. Oh no, I don't see it. Da, da. Employee mindset, dog. Comment down below if I'm wrong or if he's right. I'm right.
You're not
right?
wrong. You're right, dude. But I just don't see.
Exactly, you don't see that because you don't have the entrepreneur mindset.
The better way to do it would just be either one, pick a shit neighborhood and do that zip code.
We're gonna do a shit neighborhood. We'll start there and then
yesterday you were like, well, we'll just send it out to Brookhaven.
Well, that's what we got. The reason why I said that is that's where we got our biggest deal. So I was like, let's get that kind of neighborhood and see what happens. Regardless, we're gonna get every neighborhood. We can start like where you're saying a piece of shit, right? We start with a piece of shit like Mechanicsville. We start in the hood or whatever, and then we work our way and start buying every zip code. That's an entrepreneur thinking. All right, I like your idea. But instead of doing exactly that, instead of saying I don't like it, I'm not investing, it's a waste of time, that negative fucking attitude, I need that shit to fucking go out the window already, dog. I mean, this attitude that you're saying now, I like it, all right, yeah, it sounds good. But instead of starting, shut up. Instead of going through Brookhaven, we can go and start in a worse area where there's more leads or more chances of getting better leads.
I said it yesterday and you got all fucking.
Bro, you started off with this and that. If we're having this is the kind of conversation that I want from you as a partner. That when you give me ideas, instead of shutting it down, okay, let me see. Well, I don't like the way of going there to that area, but the idea sounds good. But instead of going here, let's go over here. That's partnership. That's fucking coming up with ideas and fucking reaching that goal of $1 million. Not I don't like that idea. It's a waste of money. Why? Why didn't you like it? Why is it a waste of time? Negative, dog. Need to get rid of that shit, dog. So we're here at Carolyn. We're here at Project Checker Flag. On time is late. Early is on time. As always, willpower 15 minutes ahead every time.
Per usual.
We're here waiting for the tree guy.
Per usual.
Well, actually, we're 15 minutes ahead. So yeah, he's still got 15 minutes from meeting here at 10. So. All right. We'll be back.
That's all, folks. Reach for the stars.